Hey guys, DC Network here, coming at you with another video. Back in July of last year, MultiVersus was shut down because essentially the game was failing. It had no one playing it because Warner Brothers Discovery just did a horrible job handling it. They just didn't add new content to the game, and when you have a free-to-play live service game, the new content is what keeps the game alive. Nevertheless, they said that in early 2024, they would be relaunching the game and it was going to be better than ever, and we finally got that announcement of what that's going to look like last week in the form of a short video on YouTube. Before we get into that though, I wanted to take a moment just to say that if you guys don't know already, I recently relaunched my Pokemon channel, Trainer DC. I've been uploading it to it pretty regularly lately, and if you guys haven't checked it out yet, I'll leave a card above. I'd really appreciate it if you could check it out, give it a like, and subscribe to it as well. Basically, what I want to discuss with you guys today is what they announced in that video, or the lack of announcements in that video, and why I think it's too late for MultiVersus and this game is going to fail once again. So first and foremost, let's go over what they announced in the video. They announced that the game is coming back on May 28th of this year, in a couple of months, and that they're relaunching it, having learned from all of their mistakes that they made the first time around. There's going to be a new player versus environment mode, and they're going to have updated netcode for a better matchmaking experience, and they reworked all the fighters, and they heard the feedback, and that's all they really said. I just feel like in general, when it came to this game shutting down, I remember last year, actually, I think a month or two before the announcement of it shutting down came, I actually made a video speculating that it was going to shut down, and then it did. And I feel like they really didn't learn from anything, at least from this initial announcement, because I feel like if you're going to do something like this, which in general, I don't think it's a good idea to shut a game down and then let's relaunch it in a year's time and try to see if we fix everything. Because yeah, it's been a year almost. May to July is 2 months short of a year, even though they said it was coming in early 2024. I just feel like this whole thing is being mishandled once again, because you basically came back and said, we learned from everything we made a mistake on in the past. We're going to rework all the characters, fix our netcode for better matchmaking. We're adding a player versus environment mode, but then didn't show us any of that. It's like, why should I care that this game is coming back when you didn't show me anything? You didn't show me any reason why I should play again. We know that new characters are coming, but you didn't show me a new character. That's one of the flaws with this game and why it shut down. It was like a 6 to 8 month span since we had gotten a new character, and you can't have that be happening in a live service game. So it seems to me like they're making the same mistakes over and over again, because again, why should I come back and play your game? I'm someone who was there day one. I bought the $100 Founders Pass. What are you doing for me? I gave you $100. I lost all of that content when you shut the game down. Now 10 months later, I'm going to get it all back, but what am I gaining? There should have been some mention for, hey, for our Founders players, if you bought one of the 3 Founders tiers, we have something special for you. Maybe you get early access to the game coming back. Maybe instead of May 28th, you get it at the end of April instead, like a month early. Just something should be there for those people who were early adopters, for those people who put money into the game, because right now, it's basically a slap in the face. All they said is, hey, this game's coming back, it's going to be better than before, but they didn't show us why it's going to get better, and based on this announcement, I don't think it's going to be any better. I think this game is going to fail again. Because at the end of the day, the game failed for a reason. Not because the gameplay itself is terrible. I thought the gameplay was actually pretty good and it was pretty enjoyable. I'm not the biggest 2D fighter fan. Like, yes, I've played Smash Brothers. Yes, I've played Nick All-Star Brawl 1 and 2. I don't have a ton of hours into those games because I'm not super into that genre. I do enjoy playing them a little bit. I checked out MultiVersus. I think on my Xbox it says I played for like 6.5 hours or so. I personally have zero desire to ever go back to that game. And what are you going to do to tie me back in, to get me back logging into MultiVersus? Maybe I'll check out a new fighter if they introduce like Ben 10 or Mordecai and Rigby or Mac and Blue, some fan favorite character that I enjoy. Maybe that would get me to come back in. But that's something that should have been there with this announcement, because again, how are you going to get the players to come back after you failed the first time and basically had them lose interest the first time? Because that's the big thing here. The big thing is the reason why this game shut down is because people lost interest in it. So essentially what they decided to do is, okay, let's shut it down for 10 months. We're going to work on some things internally and we're going to get people back involved and back interested in this game. But how are you going to do the latter of that? You could have fixed the game and made it like a game of the year caliber game. But again, you have to get people back into it. You have to get people back involved and interested in MultiVersus. And that's where I think their struggle is going to be. And that's what I think isn't going to happen for this game. We had a leak a while ago, if you guys remember, of all the fighters that were coming to MultiVersus MultiVersus, and I believe I made a video on it when that happened. What, at this point, it's probably been about 2 years. I don't remember the full extent of the list, but I do remember LeBron James was supposed to be in the game from Space Jam. I believe I saw a Ted Lasso rumor that he was going to be into the game, because while that is an Apple TV Plus series, it is a show that's developed by Warner Brothers. And also, too, Ben 10 was supposed to be in the game, so why not come out with this initial announcement swinging and have it be that, hey, we're getting Ben 10, hey, we're getting Ted Lasso, hey, we're getting LeBron James and all these other characters. The other thing that I think they really did mishandle about this announcement is they were really hyping it up on Twitter. They were like, mic check, is this thing on? And everyone's like, oh boy, MultiVersus is coming back, for the few people that actually cared. Then they did another tweet saying, okay, it looks like testing worked, we're gonna have an announcement on Monday. They're hyping it up with all these tweets every day leading up to the announcement and retweeting other people within the community. And then they announced nothing other than it's coming back on May 28th, and we have nothing new to say. We just fixed the issues that we had. But okay, what are the things that you fixed? What are the new things that you're going to introduce? Like, at least at the bare minimum, you guys said you reworked all the fighters. Show that. Make a video showing how you reworked the fighters. I think they should have shown new fighters. I think they should have showed what this player versus environment mode, this PvE is, because right now you're basically making a bunch of empty promises. You're just saying that, yeah, we did all these things, but you're not showing us what you did. And I'm sure they're gonna have more stuff over the next month or so leading up to the release, or re-release I should say, on May 28th. But again, it's like, I think today, the day you made this announcement on that Monday, I think that was the time to get people back in, and I think you failed at doing so. And like I said before, what about the people like me? What about the people who were Founders Pass holders who paid anywhere up to $100 to get access to these fighters, to get access to all these bonuses, and we didn't get access to them? So what are you gonna do for us? Am I getting a refund? I highly doubt you're gonna do that. So what are you gonna do for me? And why should I care about this game again? That's the two issues that they have, and I don't think they're gonna solve any of those issues. And quite frankly, I think this game will be up again. I don't know how long it will be until they shut it down again. I don't know if they just give up on it. We'll have to wait and see. I do respect them for one thing, and the last thing I'll say is I respect that Warner Brothers Discovery, they're giving the studio another chance, because a lot of companies honestly would just shut the game down and say, forget it, it failed, we're done, it's a tax write-off, that's it. I respect the fact that they're giving it another chance. They're trying to fix the problems that they had, but like I said, I don't think they fixed anything, because this announcement that they had a week ago shows that they didn't learn anything, because they should have showed us what's new instead of telling us we have new things, but we're not going to show you them yet. Anyways, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about all this. What do you guys think about this MultiVersus re-release? Do you agree with me that they really fumbled this initial announcement, or do you think they did a good job and you're just happy to see the game come back? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to see more content like this from DC Network. Also, be sure to check out my new Pokemon channel, Trainer DC. I'll leave a card above to that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.